And we're back for another episode of Car Mechanic 2018, where I ever endeavor to become the greatest mechanic in virtual history. Here's my shop. If you've been kind of following along, we've been taking on odd and end jobs. We've added a repair bench. We've got a test path right back there. And, we're continuing to work on our skill set. It's cranking up. We've got a little bit of money in the bank finally, but we're still doing jobs. So let's see what we can find today. Hopefully we can ultimately get to that barn find and build something really cool. All right, Salem Flamo. I see Jeep Willis Seville. Oh, hey, that's pretty cool. A Ballthorn Grand Mojave. Don't know what that is. FMW Roadster. We've worked on one of those before. We got another Mojave Storm. Is this normal? Find and fix all engine problems. The car's filters need replacing. Replace timing related parts. Repair all running gear. Oh man, that's a job and a half. They got a Lotus Elise. Alright, so we got a Mazda RX-3 with the rotary engine. That seems kind of cool. I'm going to be honest with that. I've heard of rotary engines, but I have not. So we're going to take this job, and then I want that Elise. I want that Lotus Elise. Alright, before it expires, we're going to take oh, shoot. I got to move this car over to another green car. Alright, so we're just going to take this guy. We got to move him over to the lift. Then we got to run back over to the phone. Oh, we don't have to run to the phone. It's right here. All right, Lotus Elise. Boom. Jump on it real quick before. I bet you it's green. It's green. What are the odds? Freaking up. Well, the back's blue. And it looks like a bowling ball. It's been thrown down the lane a few times. But, man, I've always liked the Lotuses. And the Lotus Elise was really kind of like their attempt back I think it was in the late 90s to really bring the Lotus back into mainstream after the Lotus Esprit kind of like ran its cycle in the early 90s. The Lotus Elise was kind of like the next evolutionary stage. It just did not take off. I think people really loved what the Lotus Esprit and the old James Bond did a lot for Lotus. The Spy Who Loved Me and For Your Eyes Only, he had two of those, and the one in the For Your Eyes Only was just a sick car. But this car really did not live up. And then the one that followed it, I can't remember the name of it, but it was basically just an empty. There was nothing in it. And as you can see from the interior here, it's very basic stuff. And I think when you're talking about exotic sports cars, people are really interested in getting more out of their sports cars. Hold on, please. All right. But for today, we got a Mazda RX-3, and I don't know a lot about Mazdas, so this ought to be good. Let's see what's going on with it. Parts, okay, well, that's always a challenge. You got a timing chain, water pump, and a sprocket. I'm not familiar with rotary engines. I mean, I know that it can be kind of cool, so I think messing with the rotary, or getting a look at a rotary engine, makes that kind of interesting. So let's pop the, okay, let me go around this way then. What's cool about rotary engines is they're so small. It's really not a lot to look at. And I really don't know much about them. So let's, I guess we'll put this thing on the lift and see what happens. My first rotary. This ought to be fun. I'm really kind of tripping out on, the hood. Tells you how much I need. I stood in front of the car to open the hood, and obviously I was expecting the hood to open the other direction. So there you go. All right, so wow, what a mess. Where do you want to begin? I guess we'll start with the air filter with these clips. So let's take those off. Yeah. Now we take this off. So it's just kind of like, oh, okay. So there's that. Looks like something's bad there. Something's bad. Oh, hey, something's bad there. I didn't check the condition that he wanted his parts had to be in. Where's my list? 41%. Guy does not have high expectations for quality parts. All right, let's take that off. Take that off, I guess. So, okay. Here's our intake manifold. I'll probably end up taking this whole engine apart at the rate I'm going because I just don't know anything about rotary engines. I'm not familiar with them at all. Okay, so might as well spin this guy around. Let's pull this up here. Let's take this guy out. We'll take that, and then we're going to remove the radiator, and then we'll kind of give us a better look at what's going on in here. Okay, so I guess we're going to have to take off the radiator fan. Man, it's hard to tell if something's rusted or not rusted. All right, we'll take off this idler. We'll take off that idler. I think we're going to have to take off this serpentine belt. Then we'll take off this belt. We'll take off the crankshaft pulley. Power steering pump. I mean, it doesn't look bad. Oh, hey, we can take off our ignition wires. That is so cool. I mean, I understand how a rotary engine works, and it just amazes me how much power you can get out of one of these things. You see, each one of these blocks, I believe, is a rotary. So each one of these rotor housings would be its own rotary, and you can I've heard of people putting 3 or 4 of these things together, generating 1,000 horsepower. So, and doing it with like I said, it doesn't take a lot of space to accomplish that. Let's see. Okay, we'll take off the ignition cap. We'll take out the ignition distributor. I don't know what all's wrong with this. I'm just taking the whole thing apart. Take off the, this is the alternator. And we'll take off this idler pulley. Then there's the water pump. This was bad. I knew the water pump was bad. Let's I'll add that to our list. I'm pretty sure the water pump's bad. Yeah, condition of 23%. So that is so cool. What is this? It's an arm. I guess for an extension. This is another arm. This is the timing cover. It's like there goes the timing cover. Okay, that looks pretty rough. That sprocket. So we're going to add that to our list. And the chain. We're going to add the chain to our list. Because that looks pretty shot. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that sprocket. That looks fine. So the crankshaft counterweight. That's interesting. Okay. Let's see what else. I'm not sure. I guess I'm going to have to empty the oil. And I'm assuming that's underneath. So cool. Alright, we're going to move this over to the car lift. And, yep, there's oil in it. Don't want to make a mess. Move that back over to our equipment area. And let's take off this oil pan. I mean, this guy's not trying to buy brand new parts. If you can avoid it. What's the under? Oh, yeah, see? That's cool. Alright, I guess we have to take off the front exhaust section. And, what else do we need to remove? Hey, let's remove the... Can we remove the fuel sensor? Oh, we can only do that from above. Alright. Now I gotta bring the car down. I just want to see what else it's claiming. Okay, so crankshaft counterweight, a front exhaust section. Oh, okay, that's bad. I didn't know that. Spark plugs, timing cover, and so there's still a part that I haven't. Okay, that I haven't uncovered, and I'm suspecting it's gonna be. Well, I don't know. I have no clue. I'm just talking out of both sides of my head here. So we take off the oil filter. Oh, hey, cool. I can remove the front housing now. That is awesome. Check out that rotor. This thing spins, and the spark plugs go in here and here, and it basically discharges fuel and explodes, and it forces this thing to spin faster and faster. It's just crazy. Okay, we're going to take off the housing. I don't know what else needs repair. Okay, there's something here that's not allowed. Okay, so I have to take this out. Except I have to do it from underneath the car. Okay, I got you. Not a problem. Hey, you know what? I think I fixed it so I can listen to some music. Let's turn it on. Change the station. Radio broadcast? I don't know. It's not playing. Next song. Maybe I didn't turn the volume up high enough? I don't know. Okay, so it won't let me take that until I take that. So alright, we'll take off the starter. I can't take that off till I take that off. I can't take... I have to... Do I have to take from the engine bay? Oh my gosh. We're gonna get there. Let's see. Alright. Okay. Rotor housing A. Can't take that off. I can't. So it's like I gotta take the engine off. I gotta take the drive shaft off. Oh my gosh. Oh, man. Trying to figure out what else is broken on this thing. These don't necessarily look broken. Doesn't mean they're not. But it looks like I'm going to have to go underneath. And I'm going to have to take off the back end of the car. And take off the transmission just to get to the back end of the engine. So... Okay. Okay, so I can take this off. Finally, something I can do. I'm trying to figure out which part's missing. There's a part that I'm going to have to replace here somewhere. I'm assuming it's related to the engine. Most of this stuff looks pretty rusty. What's that back there? It's probably just as jacked as everything else. Okay. Oh, look, I can take the gearbox off. Okay. We'll take off the clutch bearing, the clutch pressure plate. This stuff kind of looks familiar. Okay, so I can't do that. And I have to, okay, so now I have to go to the, oh, it's a lot of back and forth. Okay, got to go over here. We're going to lower the car again. Now I can take off this rear housing block. And I can pull out this secondary rotor. And then I can take off the rotor housing. And then I got to go under the car to pull the crank out. Yeah, that's a lot of back and forth. All right, here we go. Finally, I can get the crank shaft out, and then we can check all these parts on this engine and see which part, if any, I still have to replace. I don't know. It could be something. So we have completely, congratulations, we have completely removed, and I kind of want to take the hood off. There we go. We have completely removed this rotary engine. It looked like it was a 2-rotor engine from this car. And now we're going to check our inventory and see. Let's look at our engine parts and see. See, that's fine. I still had some leftover parts from the last car from when I worked on the Mach 1. Those aren't bad. Alright, so we got one bad spark plug. We got the water pump is bad. The crankshaft, that's bad, and the timing cover was bad. So I don't see anything else. Let's look at our, let's go back to our car. Let's look at our parts list. So we still have an undiscovered part that we have to identify and replace. And that's find and fix all engine problems. So that means it's something to do with the engine. I don't know what that part is. I've pulled the entire engine apart. And it's not like they have high expectations. So what about, I don't think it's anything to do with the brake servo. Unless it's something to do with the exhaust or the fuel. So maybe it's the fuel pump. I don't think it's the exhaust. Let's take that guy off. Let's go back here. Wait, is a fuel pump? So I literally have taken the entire underside of this thing apart. So let's go back to our inventory and look at our engine list. Now the fuel pump seems okay. What am I missing? There's something I'm missing. Because so far I've got one spark plug, water pump, crankshaft counterweight, sprocket, timing chain, and a timing cover. Let's look at this thing. Because this, when I I mean, it has nothing to do with the engine itself, but it was showing up pretty banged up. So let's. Oh wait, did I get it? Maybe it was exhaust. No, still have not discovered that part. Let's look at our inventory. Suspension. No, there's nothing wrong. I mean, the suspension seems fine. So that's not the issue. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to put that back in. This, I mean, well, no. Wait, whoa. Back out. We're not putting new parts on this thing. So we're going to put some beat up parts on this thing. There we go. There's that one. And then we're going to put that on there. There we go. Okay. I'm not giving him fresh parts if he's not going to pay for them. All right. I'm really at a loss. These are always tough ones because it could be anything. And I really don't see any problems. Man, last time I had this problem, I spent 3 episodes trying to fix it. Something's not right. And it's going to be something really stupid. I wonder if... let's look at our fan housing. It should have flagged it, though. No, the condition's good there. My goodness. Oh, what's that? Front exhaust section. There it is. That's bad. But have we identified that? Let's see if we identified the front exhaust as being bad on this thing. No, front exhaust section. So 1, 2, 3. So the timing cover on that. Timing chain, water pump, sprocket. There's 3 parts there. Timing cover, spark plug, front exhaust, crankshaft counterweight. There's 4 parts. So I've got 7 parts that should be shot when I look at everything I pulled off this car. So I don't see anything wrong with the so if I look at it just from the point that I started taking stuff off this particular car, just not seeing it, because this is all off another car. So I got 7 parts that need to be replaced. Spark plug 1, water pump 2, timing cover 3, timing chain 4, sprocket 5, crankshaft 6, front exhaust section 7. So crankshaft counterweight, that's got to be it. Is that what it is? Crankshaft? No. What's not on there? Ah, my goodness. It's saying I haven't discovered it, but I don't know what part that could be. Hold on. There's something there. Not sure what it is. Oh my goodness. I'm enjoying the challenge of this game. especially when you have to figure out what the parts are. But sometimes it's a little bit like pulling teeth. All right, might as well just go buy parts. Can I? No, I don't want to sell that. Okay. So let's start buying our parts here. We'll start with the list of things that we have to get based off what I took off the car. So we're gonna have to get a water pump for rotary A. Maybe I should put water pump rot A. Let's copy that. Let's search for that. There we go. That's $100. We get to pay 95. Awesome. Next, we need a sprocket. For rotary A. That's $20. We pay 19. I like that. Timing chain. What? Did I misspell it? Oh, a time chain. Okay, let's try that. It's not bad. $50. And oh, I already had the water pump. So then I need to figure out what other parts I'm going to have to get. Besides the spark plug. So we got the water pump, we got the crankshaft counterweight, and okay, let's go crank shaft counterweight. Man, these are pretty affordable parts. Timing cover. That's another $100. Spark plugs. I only need one. Okay, what else we got? There's something to do with my exhaust. I can't remember that. Okay, so we got the water pump, timing cover, timing chain, crankshaft counterweight. We need the front exhaust section. And then we have a spark plug. So we need a front exhaust section. Oh crap, which one? Okay, let's look that up. We need ROTB. Okay. Front exhaust section ROTB. There it is. A few dollars here, a few dollars there. We've already spent a couple grand. Anything else? There's probably something in one of these that I haven't uncovered. Maybe like a bearing or something? I don't know. But, okay, so now let's start putting this thing back together. Let's see what happens. Okay, so I have to do that from... So in order to start with the intermediate housing, I have to do that from above. What a headache. Just want to take this, it'd be nice if you could take the whole front. Like if this, you can't, but then because it's a bumper, but you can't like take the clip off and work on it that way, but it would be nice. Okay, so this seems to be good. Which we have to now raise the car to put the crankshaft in. That's okay. Now we have to go back. Oh my God. Above the car to put the rotors back in. The rotary housings back on. Okay, rotor housing 1. Okay, that's fine. Now let's put first in the rotor. Okay. I guess there's no, and then we can put on the housing block cover. Okay, so we're going to put on our other rotor housing, stick our other rotor in, put this guy back on, and we'll start assembly of the water pump. Has to be brand new. Not the radiator. I don't want to put the radiator on yet. We'll put on the alternator. That looks okay. Oil filter. Yeah. This is intake manifold. That looks okay. Carburetor. Okay. Let's see anything that's not broken. No, we're not going to do that yet. Let's put that fuel filter back on. Alright, let's take care of the crank counterweight. Put on the brand new one. Nice and pretty. The sprocket. Put on the brand new one of those. Let's get that beautiful old brand new timing chain. And then, oh, I thought I bought the time. Did I buy the wrong timing cover? Oh my gosh. I bet you I did. Timing cover, wrote. Thought I bought that. Okay, we're gonna buy it. All right, let's see what else we can assemble here. I guess I didn't buy it. All right, put this guy back on. It's all pretty and shiny now. So what else we got? Idler bars. Yeah, it's not like bad. Ooh, arms. No. Ignition. Okay. Put our distributor. That looks good. Put the cap on it. Looks fine. I got a couple clips. Let's see. We'll put our spark plugs back in. This one was almost ready to go. And let's put our ignition wires back on. Yeah, it looks good. Power steering pump. Our crankshaft pulley. It's almost a shame to put that thing on there. Let's see, it's idler. That belt looks okay. That belt looks okay. And the radiator fan. Is that pretty much almost everything, isn't it? Almost, yeah. We'll put this guy on. And then air filter. Maybe one of the clips is bad or something. No? I have yet to find the piece of this engine that I have not identified yet. I've completely reassembled at least the engine components. Let's go ahead and put the radiator back together. Okay, that's fine. Fan housing. Fan. No problems. We're going to have to add the fronting. We got to do that from underneath. So we're going to lift it back up. We'll put the front end exhaust on and the rest. Oh man, I didn't mean to do that. Get this guy back up in the air. We'll put the underneath back on it. See if we can figure out what that missing piece is that seems to be related to the engine, at least on the surface. Alright, so we're going to put a brand new, nice pretty exhaust back on it. Our flywheel, that looks okay. Clutch plate. The pressure plate. Oh, put our release bearing. And then the gearbox. Even the gearbox looks okay. There better be some really, really good stuff in. Okay, let's check out our starter. Drive shaft? Yeah, it's fine. Oh my goodness. Our exhaust. And this guy's back together. Almost. Our rear muffler. No? That's okay. So I have completely reassembled everything. Let's take a look at our list. Of course, undiscovered part. Everything's back together. I gotta find that freaking part. Alright, fault. Find and fix all engine problems. Faulty parts found. Oh my goodness. It's, but I did make this battery. Maybe battery? Oh. I don't know what to do. What do I do? This one's got me. This is gonna be like when it was the fuel pump and I just never looked. Let's. Oh, I don't have the multimeter, so I got to basically take the battery out and then be willing to put it back. That's fine. No, it was the battery. Nice. I just happen to have a battery. There we go. Cool. So I think we need to put this front end back on. Put the hood back on it. And I think we're done. Yay, finally. I wonder if we can get enough experience So look at that. All right, so we spent $480. These are our bonuses. We're going to get 1,000 when it's all said and done. So say goodbye to the Mazda RX-3. Oh, okay. Maybe not. I forgot to put the oil pan back on. He's not a very good mechanic. Got all excited because I found out the battery was the problem. Yeah, car's not going far without an oil pan or oil, so let's fix that. It's always something, you know. I told you this is like car mechanic Jiffy Lube edition. They forget to put the oil screw back on it, you know. The drain plug, and then you run out of oil going down the road. I guess we gotta put oil in it. Put oil in it. There's the. Oh, there it is. Oh, there's the cap. Ooh. All right, that's enough of that. All right, now I think we're good. I think we're good. Let's finish that order. I thought I put the fuel pump back. Oh my gosh. No. Don't put it on the ground. It's not what I pushed. I know I put the fuel pump back. Oh my gosh. How did I not put that? I could have swore I put that back. All right. Jeez. That's it. Come get your damn car. It's not funny anymore. Oh, and I fell just short. Oh, man. Well, let's see. I mean, maybe we can clear out some of our... I wonder if I can fix any of this stuff. Let's see. Hey, nice. So I can repair it? Let's try and repair it. Oh, okay. There are no items in the works. Did I repair it? Because that'll be a first. I don't know if I repaired it or not. Oh, see, there's that timing cover I bought. I bought the wrong one. Okay, so what I'm going to do is sell parts that are under 51%. Boom. That should clear out a lot of garbage. I've got all kinds of parts here. Which is cool. And I've got a couple crates. Let's check out our crates today. Uh-oh. Looks like some nice stuff. Rear sway bar, an intake manifold. Oh, that's nice. For a dual carb. Nice. Rear muffler. Nice. Take those. Say yes. It's like another rim. Some muscle car stuff. Very cool. Well, that's good. All right. Or if we get any access to any more stuff to do. See, our garage, parking, the abandoned airport. I still can't go to the junkyard. And I still can't go to the car auction. I can go to the test track, car salon, and the racetrack, but that's about it. Well, hey, everybody. This is going to conclude this episode of Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. That was our first rotor engine. And, of course, that last part chewed up my lunch, and I ripped the entire engine apart, probably took it all the way down to nothing for no reason because I was looking for that one obscure part. But it's always cool to see what these engines look like, and I've never really seen a rotor engine up close in real life, so that was kind of fun to do it virtually. But hey, if you like what you're seeing here, you can see these videos. We come out with a new car mechanic video every other day. And as we continue to progress and hopefully unlock some more cool things. But if you liked it, hit the big red button. If you subscribe and then hit the bell for notifications, be sure to leave comments and share and like for me so that other people can see this content. And until next time, we will catch you later. Keep gaming and have fun, and we'll see you then.